What's up, y'all? We are back. This is episode 9 of the Nationals Out of the Park Baseball 24 series, and we're here September 13th. The Washington Nationals are 82-59, third place in the NL East. Pretty tightly contested division right now. We've gained a bunch of ground. Had a really good month of August, 19-8 after a really tough July. In September, we've been really good so far. How have we gotten there? We're now first in runs scored, first in batter war, first in base running. Really only stolen bases is the thing we're weak at, but even then we're middle of the pack. Runs against, we're 8th. The bullpen has very much improved. We're now 6th in bullpen ERA, but the starters ERA just 10th. So third in zone rating, defense has been awesome. I haven't looked at a run differential yet, but we are, plus 106, so we're playing right up to where we should be. The Braves are actually a little bit worse than us. The Mets, much better than us. They're actually first in run differential in the entire league, so looks like the AL has been pretty rough overall. So, where are we? I'm not going to go over everyone and how we're doing, but I will go over some of the big highlights. Antuna now leads us in WAR, 4.7 on the season, a 136 WRC plus. He's been absolutely putting the offense on his back since July. July, August, September, he's been on fire as our leadoff dude. Super pumped to have him. James Wood on pace for 5 WAR as well. He's turned into a superstar. The ratings have boosted up again, so... I might look for a long-term extension with him. We'll see. We still got plenty of time on that. But Carlos Correa has come back around, 110 WRC plus. Still playing a great shortstop. He's been awesome. Keibert Ruiz has been great, on pace for 4.2 WAR. Luis Garcia has been awesome as like a middle to late part of the lineup. Lefty utility guy, and then Trent Grisham. Man, what a heck of a season. 789 OPS, a 110 WRC plus, on pace for 3 WAR. We basically got him for nothing in the offseason. It's for Austin Martin, who played a couple games in the majors, and that was pretty much it, I think. Let me make sure none of those other guys. Kevin Rodriguez was a nothing guy, and then Evan Lee hasn't made an appearance. So, yeah, Grisham has been a total stud in the middle of, or actually the back of our lineup, but in the middle of our outfield. And Tommy White, 129 WRC plus. He's been awesome this season, emerging as a true middle of the order bat. July and August were fantastic. August walked 15% of the time. He's been a total stud. And then Brady House called him back up. He's been about a league average hitter, but he's been better than that since we called him up. His numbers before the call-up weren't great, but yeah, he's been my everyday third baseman and has done a really good job, giving us some pop in the back of the order. Stanley Tucker's been solid as a second base / he played a little bit of shortstop when Carlos Correa went out for a couple weeks. It wasn't a big injury, but he did a fine job over there. And then, the teams look good. Moises Gomez has come back up and played only limitedly, but he continues to play really well when he's out there. He's mixing in a little bit. We called up Grant Hussey. He hasn't even gotten a start yet, but I just wanted him as a bench bat, and he got a hit in his first at-bat. Hopefully we'll get him some more at-bats down the stretch here, but Trey Lipps comes back up. He hasn't really done much. And then the rotation's kind of settled in. Zach Gallen's been awesome since we got him. He had this one rough start, but besides that, he's been incredible. Check out his August, really good. If you take away that one start, and September has been good. So yeah, he's been worth basically nothing that we gave up for him. Bueller's been great. Kate Cavalli's been pretty solid as a middle of the rotation guy. Then Yarlene Susana. Pitching much better than he was initially when I put him in the rotation. And then Andre Lara has come in and pitched well over the last few starts. He got off to a rough start as well, but he's made 5 for me. And I take away this one. He's been really solid. We did wind up moving Paul Skeens to the bullpen. I just couldn't deal with it anymore. His last start was here where we went 3 and a third, gave 5 runs. And he's been fine as a reliever. I'm sure he's been good. It's not his long-term spot, but this season, he just wasn't cutting as a starter, so we'll try it again next year, but hopefully he can be a bullpen piece down the stretch. And Evan Phillips, man, what a pickup this has been. A sub-1 ERA in 21 innings. Cole Henry continues to ball out. Yennier Cano's been solid. Jack Anderson settled in to a bullpen role. Andrew Vasquez has been solid. Not spectacular, but has been good. And then Rafael Montero's been good. Tink Hence, turned into that reliever at this point. He's done a good job. And then Cole Irvin, who had a great season in AAA. I'm giving him a shot. He might get a start here down the stretch, depending on how Susanna and Lara pitch. But, yeah, that's where we are. We're a couple games up on the Rockies, actually 9 games. So we look pretty good for a playoff spot at this point. But we want to push for the division. So let's do it. We're going to do a little playoff chase episode, and we get blown out in the first game. That's not a great way to start it. Paul Skeens gets lit up, man. That's so tough. I don't know what's going on this year with him, but it's been tough to watch. So we get blown out. So we start a series against San Fran, and we blow them out, and Tink Hence blew out his elbow. So, yikes. By the way, Nabil Christmas, his ratings dropped off quite a bit. They signed him to this extension before he even pitched, and yeah, he doesn't really look like the same guy. Unfortunate for him. He's kind of stuck in AAA for them on a rehab assignment. Yeah, he must. Did they waive him? Maybe he's on a. I don't know if he's on a rehab assignment or what, but he's in AAA for them. That sucks. And Tink Hence being out also sucks because now we got to dig deeper into our reserves. We have plenty of guys to call up, but Belgrave was so bad in AAA. I don't even think I can call him up. Gomez was solid when he was up. 25 innings of pretty solid ball. We'll give him another shot. And okay, Zach Gallen will be on the mound. I didn't even look at that box score, but we win 11-6, so we take the first 2 games of the set. Tommy White 3 RBIs in this one. Cade Cavalli, a really good start. Just want to make sure his ratings didn't drop off or anything. And then 11-6 victory. Antunia 4 hits. Man, he's had a MVP caliber season. Absolutely incredible. I didn't expect that out of him. I expected him to be a really solid player, but man, he's been awesome. And then James Wood drove in 4 runs as well. He continues his MVP caliber season. Tommy White, total beast. And Brady House a couple home runs in this one too. So, man, the offense is looking great. Second in runs scored now. Looking for the sweep. Sorry, third game of the set, but we take the third game. Looking for the 4-game sweep today. Luis Garcia 3 hits, a 3-run home run. And then Susanna, pretty solid start. And then Skeens gave up another run, man. He's so tough. Man, I really wanted him to work out, but it's not looking great at this point. And Lara looking for the sweep here. And we lose 12-6. Cole Irvin got hurt. It sucks. He was the next guy up in the rotation, too. So we have to dig a little bit deeper. That sucks. Elijah Green was having a really good season in high A. Or at least he was getting hot in high A. So I called him up to double A. Was crushing it. So I gave him a little bit of time in triple A. Looks like he tore his labrum, though. Unfortunate. Do we go to Jacob Lopez? That might be the move. Norge Vera actually isn't pitching the majors. Let's give him a shot. I might just move Skeens to mop-up duty at this point. He's unusably bad. So Abrams drove in 3 runs in this one. Tommy White had a good game. Correa had 3 hits. But yeah, Lara not great in this one. And then Jacob Anderson gave up 3 runs. He's been good, though. I can't get too mad. But now we're tied with the Mets for second place. And we win 8-0 and take second place. Sole possession. And Man, Moises Gomez. This guy he just continues to hit. I have no spot for him in my lineup, but he's just like, he's just a beast. I don't know. He's just a total beast of a bench player. Correa, 3 RBIs as well. He continues his great debut season here in Washington. Brady House, did he hit another home run? He did. Oh my God. 16 home runs in 71 games. I mean, geez, that's I don't know, what is that? 8% home run rate? Something like that. Maybe 7%, which is really good. Bueller looks like he got hurt. That's not great as we head toward the playoffs here. We'll have to wait on the diagnosis, but that could be bad. We don't really have much depth behind him, and he's out with shoulder inflammation. So, just like that, this season is looking a lot different here. So, we do have one ace, ace in the hole here with Brent Antalik. I gotta figure that out. We just drafted him. He's probably ready. I don't really want to rush him up, but see, okay, he wouldn't even be eligible for the playoffs at this point. I don't know about the injury thing, but I'm not gonna do that at this point. I don't think we'll roll with some of the guys we got, but that is intriguing if we have like one more injury. Okay, so let's see what we have in AAA here. Who had a good season? Reese Olson's an option. He was up with the team earlier this year. He's out of options. Ricardo Sanchez is also an option. Pitched a bunch of games in AA for me just because I need some starters down there. Brian Wu is another guy. He didn't really have a great year, but he was fine. Reese Olson's probably the guy I'm going to go to here, though. Cornelio, I don't really trust him starting. I don't really trust Reese Olson either, but Jake Irvin's another guy, too. He had a good year. Dylan Tate had a good season. Yeah, let's go to Dylan Tate. He was a guy a lot of teams were interested in at the deadline. He's not a starter or anything, but so this pushes Skeens back into the rotation, unfortunately, but that's just how this is kind of going here. So, all right. Got Gallen on the mound. Thank God we got him because we would have no one left in this rotation, and we'd lose 7-0. Anyway, Tate makes his debut. Yeah, not a great game for the offense, only 2 hits. So we're still up a game on the Mets, 4 games back of the Braves. That's looking less and less likely, but still possible with, I don't know how many is that to go, 13 games to go. So Yarlene on the mound, and we win 7-2. Good game for Antunia. Wood and White have a couple hits each. Nice day for the offense. Grisham continues to rake. But man, what a day for our top prospect. 6 innings, 1 run, 10 Ks, 0 walks. He's looking like a real future piece for us. And the bullpen does a good job as well. So Laura will be on the mound here. We are 3 games back of the Braves now for the division. And we win 3-2. Big win. Do we just have 3 solo shots? Brady House, Christian Vasquez, and Carlos Correa. That's funny. And Brady House, man, he just keeps hitting home runs. And playing good defense. That's the ideal third baseman, honestly, for me. Lara, pretty good start, all things considered. He's been solid. Nothing special, but now we got to go to Paul Skeens, who's just complete dice roll at this point. I don't know what to expect out of him, so let's see. Maybe he can pull some magic here. And he cannot. 5-7 loss. 3 hits for Correa in this one, and Skeens. Man, the dude just looks toast after he got the low work ethic. Does not look good anymore, man. That sucks. Cade Cavalli on the mound looking to bounce back here against New York. Huge series against their division rivals. And we take game 1. Caber Ruiz looks like he's dealing with a day-to-day injury. Nothing crazy, but is something to monitor. Trey Lipscomb had a hit in his only at-bat. Cavalli, didn't give as much distance, but a scoreless appearance nonetheless. So Zach Gallen on the mound in Game 2 of this 4-game set against New York. We're going to distance ourselves from them. And we have, 3 games left? No. We have 3, 6, 9 games left. Okay. Gallen on the mound, looking to pick up his 16th win on the year. And he does. 11-2 victory. Nice day for the offense. 8 runs in the top of the 7th. James Wood, 5 RBIs. Total beast of a game. Correa, a really nice game. He jumps his WRC plus up to 116. Almost at 5 WAR on the season. Awesome. And Zach Gallen, an awesome start as well. Yeah, he's been really solid. I mean, his FIP is definitely worse than his ERA, but the results have been good, and that's really all I care about on a 1-year deal. So now Susana on the mound here in Game 3 of the 4-game set, looking to distance ourselves even farther from the Mets. Dramatic pause and 4-3 loss. 6-game shutdown streak by Evan Phillips has snapped that game. Let's see what happened here. So, bottom of the 9th victory by them. Susana, a really good start, though. Kodai Senga had a good one for them, though. Grant Hussey looks like he drove in 2 runs in a pinch hit appearance. He finally got his first start somewhere in there. Okay, so Andre Lara looking to take the series here and avoid the split. We did clinch the playoffs, though, 90-65. And we take 3 of 4 against the Mets. Huge series victory. Lara, a really good start. Yeah, he's been awesome. So off day, and we go back to Washington for a 3-game set against Miami. Then we finish in New York. Or we finish in Washington against New York. So they're 3 games back of us. We're 3 games back of the Braves. They've kind of kept pace with us here. 16-9 September. And we've fought all the way back into like a dominant position here. So second wild card we hold right now. Brady House, man, what a tear he's been on. 110 WRC plus on the year. So this guy jumped up to number 36. Interesting. Okay. So game 1 here, Paul Skeens, I guess, is on the mound. Cavalli's good to go. I'm going to give Skeens the start. We may as well go down with him here. And we win 8-5. Doesn't look like it was because of Skeens, but 3 hits, 4 RBIs for Garcia, 4 RBIs for Tommy White. And Skeens was fine enough, I guess, and then Vera, Tate, and Phillips finished out. So game 2, we are now 2 games back of the Braves, so closing the gap. Slowly but surely. Cade Cavalli on the mound. And we take it 5-4. And a new scouting update. Let's see what's going on. Just looking at some guys that I care about. Caleb Hobson was always an interesting player. Crushed AA. Didn't do as well in AAA, though. TJ White was another guy who was crushing AA. Called him up. He was okay in AAA. Not too bad. Caden Sorrell, former second-round pick. He's kind of busted here. But there's maybe still hope for a bench player there. Okay, so keep moving forward here. Jose Quintana's back in 2 weeks as well, so that's something to monitor as we approach the playoffs. And okay, Zach Gallen on the mound looking for the sweep against Miami. As we're still 2 games back of the Braves with 4 to go. And we lose 10-4. Huge loss there. That might distance us if the Braves won. Gallen, not the best start. The Montero and Anderson. Anderson's been a little rough lately. Okay, so the Braves won, so we're probably out of the division here. We have to win out, and the Braves have to lose out. But we clinched the second wild card over the Mets. We still have a chance to get the first wild card, actually, with the Diamondbacks / Dodgers 2 games in front. So these games still have some meaning. Susana will be on the mound for game 1 here against the Mets. Win 6-4. James Wood 3 hits, finishing out a potential, finalist for MVP type season. Trent Grisham 3 hits in this one. Susana a good start. So, okay, the Dodgers, looks like they lost. Braves also lost, so the division's not out yet. Laura's on the mound. We'll have to go to Skeens for the last game, unfortunately, so that's a total toss-up. And we lose anyway, so the Braves clinch the division. Dodgers also lose, though. And I don't know where the wild card, or the tiebreaker stands for that wild card spot, but either way, I mean, who would we be facing, actually? So, let's see, we're the second wild card, so we'll be facing the Mets either way. And we'll be at home. We'll either face the Mets or we'll face the worst division winner, which would be the Cubs. The Cubs are really bad. Okay, 11th in runs scored, 7th in runs against. Although Luis Medina had a heck of a season. Honestly, the rotation's pretty good. I don't know why their starters ERA is so bad. But yeah, I mean, I'd rather face. I don't know. We handled the Mets pretty well, but they have some more star power. Like Alex Ramirez is a good player. Kodai Senga is a good starter. Ken Waldichuk apparently is really good. In the save, yeah, their pitching is really solid. Offense not so much, but Cisco Alvarez, yeah, he's a pretty good player. All right, so we'll throw Skeens anyway. This is his last shot to get that ERA under 6. He's not going to, but finish out the season, and we do win 9-8. And James Wood, 2020 season, good for him. It's probably pretty close to a 30-30 season. I think he's stolen quite a few bases in this. He stole 20 just on the dot. He probably could steal more if we let him. But 9-8 victory to finish out the year. Looks like we won on a James Wood 2-run homer. That's very fitting. Our team probably MVP in a pinch hit appearance too. Wow. Yeah, man, what a season from him. Total stud. Paul Skeens wasn't horrible. Norge Vera, he's probably cooked. He's got no control at all. Walking 10.5 guys per 9, but figured I'd give him a shot at the end of the year. Okay, so we'll head to the playoffs here. We're tied with the Dodgers. I don't know how that's going to work out. Looks like they're ahead of us. I'd much rather face the Cubs, I think. Okay, I'm an idiot because they're going to... I'm an idiot. The division winner faces the worst wild card, not the best wild card. So we're going to face LA. Either way, we're just on the road for this, so I guess the playoff roster will come back. Okay, so this is kind of what the lineups look like. No real surprises who made the team. Jose Rodriguez, who didn't even make an appearance on the major league team this year. He's on as a pinch runner. He has decent speed, good stealing. I don't really have any of those designated pinch runner types in my organization, so he was kind of the best we had on our 40-man. And then the pitching goes like this. Paul Skeens is on the roster. We just don't really have any other options at this point. But the rotation, I'll go Gallen, Susana, and Cavalli. I don't feel great about this by any means. It would be great if we had Bueller in there, but we'll have to make do with what we got. So Jack Anderson's here, Miguel Gomez, those, and then Andre Lara is also here, is like a long reliever. It's a quick 3-game set, so we'll probably need a bunch of arms. So let's see how it goes. Game 1. Let's check out LA first. We didn't really see their team yet, but 5th in runs scored, 3rd in runs against, so a really well-balanced team. Urias is their ace. They have Dustin May and Luis Gil, all of whom look like pretty good arms. Nick Lodolo is their closer, I guess. Bullpen ERA 8th, starters ERA 2nd. 5th in runs scored, led by Freddie Freeman's still a stud. Bobby Witt's like an MVP caliber guy in the save now. I don't even know how they got him. For Carson Montgomery, Blake Walters looks like a fine prospect. Carson Montgomery, same story. So yeah, they basically got him for nothing. All right, well, good for them. Then Mookie Betts is still kicking here. He's a nice player, but the offense, it doesn't really look that scary. Will Smith's still a good player too, but yeah, I mean, Amed Rosario is their leadoff hitter. Yeah. So let's go do this. Game 1, Gallen will be on the mound in LA. Let's do it. And we lose 3-1 to open up the series. Looks like 3 runs in the bottom of the second for them. We have just 2 hits as a team. James Wood, a solo home run. Gallen, a really good start. I mean, 7 innings, 0 earned. Gave up a bunch of hits, but was able to work through it. But 3 unearned runs were the difference in that one. So elimination game here in LA. And we'll have the rookie, number 29 prospect in baseball, Yarlene Susana, on the mound. And looking to pull a miracle here with a depleted rotation. And we win 4-3, so even up the series. 2 runs in the top of the 9th. And James Wood 2-run home run, man. He's such a freaking beast. Let's go. And Brady House looks like he had a 2-run home run as well. So the rookies, Yarlene, a pretty decent start, kept us in the game. And then Skeen's redemption. And the bullpen does a great job. So there we go. A little momentum here going into Game 3. Backs against the wall. With this, Cade Cavalli starting. He had a fine season, but, nothing special. But, yeah, he'll get the ball here. I'm going to put him on, like, 70 pitches. Yeah, I was thinking about using Skeens, but that's not smart. Okay, so Game 3, looking to take this series against LA. See if we can do it. We win 2-0. Wow. 1 hit the Dodgers in the elimination game. That's looking like real-life Dodgers there. Whew. Caber Ruiz, a solo shot, and Tommy White, a couple of solo shots in the first inning were all that it took. Cade Cavalli, no hits through 4 1/3. Paul Skeens, 2 1/3 no hits, and then looks like they got their first hit in the 9th inning off Evan Phillips. Man, so we had a shot to no hit them in the playoffs there. So huge series victory. We'll go to Arizona now on the road against one of the best teams in baseball, I believe. 98-64, 3rd in runs scored, 6th in runs against. Led by a pretty star-studded lineup. Corbin Carroll didn't have quite his usual season, but still a good guy. Good bat. I don't know if he's a good guy. I'm sure he is, but Manuel Rodriguez has turned into a stud in the save. Good for him. David Soto looks like a beast. Christian Encarnacion Strand. Ketel Marte. Eric Hosmer still kicking around at age 36. Had a good season. Jordan Lawler's a nice player for them. 7.2 WAR. Holy crap. Yeah, had a good year. And Cole Young, a really good shortstop. So this offense is completely stacked, top to bottom. Gabriel Moreno's not even a bad catcher either. With the pitching, Michael Grove is their ace. Grove is their ace. Peter Van Loon's a fine second starter. Jared Schuster's fine. And Brandon Pfaadt, not really a great arm in this save. 4th in starters ERA, though, and 10th in bullpen ERA. So they're out without Thomas Parsons. Doesn't look like he's a big piece. And then Freddie Peralta looks like he was their ace. He's out for the series, so we catch a little break there. Jose Quintana's back in 5 days. So I think I'm going to add him to the playoff roster here. Probably at the expense of a guy like Jack Anderson. I just don't really see him playing a part in the series. So we'll add Quintana. He could be back for like Game 4. And then we'll add him to the playoff roster as well. Okay, so we'll rock with the same guys. Let's do it. Game 1, Zach Gallen on the mound. He's actually tired, so I can't start him. Shoot. Okay, we need a 4th guy then. Crap. I think Laura's actually going to get the ball in Game 1 here. Short leash. Man, we might have to rock with another. We're going to need another arm for this series then. Let's remove Rodriguez. He's not really that important. The high upside play would be Belgrave, but he was so bad. Looks like he kind of turned things around at the end of the year, though. I think I'm going to go with Belgrave. He has the best chance to, have a good series, I think. Okay, so let's rock that. And, okay, game 1 in Arizona. We'll have Lara on the mound. Pretty short leash here. And we lose 11-5. 6 runs in the first inning. Ouch. Yeah, he didn't even make it out of the first. That is really unfortunate for our bullpen. Okay, so we have Gallen for game 2 at least. But yeah, the bullpen is completely shot after that one. We need some length out of Gallen against his former team in game 2. And we lose 8-6. 4 runs in the bottom of the 3rd, then 4 runs in the bottom of the 7th. Brady House had 3 hits. Pretty well-balanced attack by the offense, but yeah, Zach Gallen is forced to go 6 innings because our bullpen was so blown out. Okay, so we're going back to Washington, but this is an elimination game here. Quintana's still out for a few more days, so Susana will take the mountain for game 3. Elimination game here, and we're going to keep our season alive. Let's do it. We lose 3-2, and that'll end our season here in the NLDS. Susana, a pretty good start, but we're not able to get to whatever this is that they were running out. Bruce Stargrider, also a good pitcher, but really, 1 run off Jared Schuster. I mean, he's a fine arm, but our offense didn't really show up. It did. we just couldn't pitch that series. This depleted rotation was just not enough at the end of the day. So that'll end the season. That'll end the episode. Thank you very much for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed the series, and we'll come back next time with the off season and look to keep building on the success we've had so far. So we'll see you then. Bye.